May I come in, sir?
Come. Please come.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Please come.
Good afternoon.
Come sit down.
Thank you so much.
Vaibhav,
Yes, ma'am.
have you had your lunch?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay. So is it the first time that you have reached the stage of the interview? Or
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And how many attempts have you done so far?
Ma'am, this is my 4th means and final attempt, 9th attempt, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo, maybe 9th lucky.
Hope so, ma'am.
Okay. So you have an interesting DAF. You have put religious tourism on it. What does that mean?
Ma'am, it means visiting the religious sites, but not just for the sake of pilgrimage. Along with that, we are exploring the other areas such as the ecotourism aspect, the architecture of the place, the local cuisine, such and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So have you done this? Have you done the mini Char Dhams of Uttarakhand?
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to go that side as of yet, ma'am.
Have you done the Char Dhams?
Just one, 2 of them, ma'am.
Which ones?
Rameshwaram and Jagannath Puri.
अच्छा. You done Rameshwaram in Jagannath Puri. और religious tourism में आपने कौन-कौन सी जगह देखी है?
Ma'am, starting from Kashmir, so very recently I've been to Kheer Bhavani Mandir, Mutton Sun Temple.
So what is said about Kheer Bhavani so special about it?
Ma'am, she is the presiding deity of the Kashmiri Pandit community, and the lake which is surrounding the main deity temple is supposed to change colors depending upon the situation of the area.
Becomes red, na, when there's an incident about to take
When
place.
some unfortunate events are happening, then it is said to turn into red.
That's what they say. Acha. And you've done the Shankaracharya Mutt also on top? Shankaracharya temple on top?
Yes, ma'am.
Srinagar?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know anything about Shankaracharya's philosophy?
Ma'am, I think it is associated with Vedanta philosophy, but I'm...
Yes. What exactly was his belief?
Ma'am, unable to recall it right now.
Okay, no problem at all. What do you think of these big gatherings like Mahakumbh, where the state spends so much money and all the governmental machinery is only occupied in that for months on end, and where every time an incident like this happens? Last time also there was a stampede in 2013, people died. I think about 23 people died. This time a lot of people have died, and then the fallouts in Delhi, etc. So don't you think that it should be left to faith? Why should it be promoted by state and advertised aggressively by the state?
Ma'am, it's very unfortunate that stampedes are still happening in the country despite having such an improvement in the infrastructure. But ma'am, we have to look at the aspect of tourism that Mahakumbh offers when the opportunity of having to conduct the Kumbh after 144 years is something that government must support in order to not just boost tourism but the economy of the region and generate
But they say the great 144 years was 2013.
Yes.
Not this time. That's what they say. It's a lot of hype.
There,
No, but why only one religion and why only one particular big event? Why only one religion?
ma'am, it's not that only one religion.
There'll be some other religions then? Similar hype?
Ma'am, it's most about the kind of population
all.
or the demography that is there.
Acha, oh, so it'll be in proportion with the demography, with
Not
the population.
necessarily, ma'am. Like it is overhyped because the population, 80% of the population follows a certain kind of religious practice.
And
So
what does that preamble say?
we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
So why don't we have any others like this?
We do have, ma'am, other events such as the Hazrat Nizamuddin Dargah related events are also being promoted at times. And
That's business as usual. Every Thursday, almost nobody goes there. Gali mein jaake, it's in fact that is even more important. Jahanara is buried there. This Muhammad Shah is buried there. Mughal Emperor, they're all there, but that doesn't get the same visibility. Or Mirza Ghalib's grave, or Razia Sultan's grave, wo to be just falling by the wayside. Okay, never mind. That was just the beginning. So you studied in Belgaum, huh?
Bangalore, ma'am.
It says Belgaum.
Ma'am, Belgaum is the university from which the college was associated or affiliated.
It's a Bangalore thing.
Yes.
But when we are in Belgaum, do you think states should be linguistically divided?
To a certain extent, ma'am, it has been seen that linguistic division of state has improved the administrative
So should
efficiency.
Belgaum or Belgavi should go to Maharashtra?
Ma'am, it depends upon whether the people of the area are...
What is it? You have been affiliated, so what is it?
Ma'am, since it's in a very border region where both Maharashtra and Karnataka are...
What should it be?
Ma'am, I'm unable to take a stand on it, ma'am, because 35% of the people of the area
Okay, we'll move on.
Marathi. Yes, ma'am.
If you're not able to make a stand, finished.
Sure.
Don't then talk about it. What is the DPDP Act? What was the controversy surrounding the DPDP Act?
Ma'am, I'm unable to recall it right now, ma'am, but if I could make a...
No guesses.
Okay.
You know or you don't know?
Okay.
Okay. There is this Ranveer Allahabadia.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the issue and what is the latest on that?
Ma'am, he made a very unfortunate comment on the internet platform, and even the judiciary has taken the note of it, saying that...
What is the comment of the Supreme Court? What is the order of Supreme Court will reflect in today's paper?
Ma'am, as per my recollection, the Supreme Court has said that he has a very dirty mind.
Have they given him relief?
I'm not sure, ma'am. I'll have to check upon
They have. What the Supreme Court says and what it does, we should know what it says, no?
Yes, ma'am.
What it does.
Yes.
Okay. So why is the Argentine president in trouble?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I haven't followed up on that.
Not aware. So Russia and US meeting in Saudi Arabia without Ukraine. Do you think that will make for peace?
Ma'am, definitely there are two major powers of the world, and Saudi Arabia being a neutral ground.
So you feel it will make for peace?
For some,
in Ukraine.
to some extent, ma'am.
In Ukraine without Ukraine being there?
No, ma'am. Ukraine should be a part of
Come
it.
to the point.
Ma'am, I think Ukraine should also be a part of the discussion.
The Ukrainian president is going there, but he is going after it's over.
Yes.
Strange, isn't it? We have a new CEC. So, what do you think should be the composition of selection committee? What the Supreme Court said, or what has been passed by legislation?
Ma'am, I would feel that what the Supreme Court said was right to some extent.
Why?
Ma'am, the independence of CEC is very necessary for the election to be conducted in a very precise
So, do you think the CBI is very independent?
It has been said that, ma'am, CBI
Is it? I'm asking you.
Yes, it's not as independent as it should.
So, is the Supreme Court Chief Justice on that committee or not?
Ma'am, I think he is, ma'am.
Don't need to say anything more. Now, I'll just give you a situation.
Sure.
What kind of situation would you like to handle? You are from Bihar and you opted for Bihar also?
Yes, ma'am.
So, you are DC in Madhubani. Madhubani is flood prone, and you have in the midst of floods. So you are a software, you are an engineer with info science and engineering, and well, you are an IAS officer. So what are the steps you will take? Tell me just 5 steps in 5 sentences. 2 before, 2 during, and 1 after.
Ma'am, first would be embankment formation. Second would be...
When the floods are on, you will be doing embankment formation, okay?
Ma'am, before the floods.
Okay.
All right, ma'am, then...
You'll do pakka embankments?
No, embankments are kacha in a sense, ma'am, but we can go ahead with the...
no, time frame, etc. Let's see.
Sure. Ma'am, then I would go ahead with the Ganga Udva mission, the state government mission to transport the flood waters from the Ganga river basin to the South Bihar, which is drought prone. It is.
How will you do that?
It is a mission which has been associated with...
No, you will do it 1 month before the flood. You'll be able to do it.
Ma'am, during the floods when it has happened, so we can store the water in...
One minute. You talk about time frame. 1 month, 3 months, 1 month. This is what the whole time frame is all about.
Sure.
So you're saying in 3 months you'll be able to transfer the waters from here to somewhere else, right?
Ma'am,
You are DM. What will you do as DM? It's a nuts and bolts operation.
could you give me a moment, ma'am?
Of course.
Better answer that.
It's a thinking question.
Sure, ma'am. Ma'am, first and foremostly, if the floods are approaching, the very first priority would be to ensure that the people are safe and information dissemination to protect them. So the first priority would be to shift the people from the major flood-prone areas to a very safe place. The second would be the creation of community kitchens and sanitation and hygiene-related aspects to ensure that none of the diseases are spread in a very wide community. And the third would be, once the floods have reduced, then resettlement of those people who have lost their livelihoods and opportunities in terms of the economic aspect. And the fourth would be the development of better infrastructure in order to prevent such mishaps from taking place in the future. Thank you so much.
Recently, Greenland was in the news.
Yes, sir.
So where is this Greenland and what is the controversy about it?
So geographically, it is associated with the North American continent. However, it is part of Denmark.
So why was it in the news?
Sir, Donald Trump has said that Greenland should become a part of United States of America.
He also wants, Trump also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of United States of America. He also wants Greenland to become a part of Uni Canada to be 51st state. So what else does he want? Why he wants it? But there must be some reason. After all, he is the president of United States.
Yes, sir. It is said that Greenland has huge reserves of mineral resources, and petroleum reserves. So because of which,
No, was there some security threat associated with that?
so I'm unable to recall it right now.
Okay. So tell me about the climate change and why America walked out of climate change agreement, Paris agreement.
Yes, sir. So, as per the President of the United States, climate change is a hoax and he does not believe in it. And he feels that the other developing countries are contributing more towards climate change, if at all, if it is happening. But the US is supposed to take the brunt of the climate change in terms of contributing towards the funds and related development in the other countries, because of which he has backed out, because his motive is to make America great again and a very protectionist form of regime.
But you see, they are getting their goods manufactured elsewhere and consuming it in the US.
Yes, sir.
For instance, toothpaste, brush and everything, all dirty things are being manufactured somewhere else in the world, mainly China and other places. And they are consumed in, so then those factors, climate factors do get affected. China is having so many floods and all that. So in a way, they are also responsible for that.
Definitely, sir. Indirectly, the countries or US itself is responsible for the contribution towards the climate change. But he or the POTUS feels that he is not contributing if he is not being.
Tell me about the California fires. Why did it happen, and what do you attribute it to climate change, or it is a solitary incident?
So Santa Ana are dry winds associated in the western part of the United States, and they are to a large extent responsible for the fires. However, because of the climate change, this can be seen that the impact was greater than in the previous years, and that is because the fires were uncontrollable in this time.
So what is India is also facing slightly shift in the climate this year.
Yes, sir.
So is it El Nino or what?
Sir, I think it's La Nina which is contributing.
You are from Nalanda.
Yes, sir.
So they say Nalanda was a very rich, they had a very rich library
Yes,
of manuscripts. So in those days, how could they write so many books which got destroyed? What was the what was the purpose of writing so many books? How did they do it? It must have been done manually.
Yes, sir. Sir, I think
Is it fact or fiction?
so I believe it's a fact because it has been mentioned in several other documents, such as even in the Chinese philosophers, they have mentioned it several times that Nalanda University was a great center of learning, and definitely there can't be any learning without
So why
books.
they have not been able to build up Nalanda to that reputation as it existed prior to its destruction?
So definitely the infrastructure has developed, and 400 acres, very latest, the campus has been brought up to life. But we are moving in a positive sense and in a positive direction, sir. And definitely in the future, the Nalanda University will achieve the true glory of its former past.
So there is let's talk about something about Indian economy.
Sure, sir.
So the Indian economy is booming, but the GDP has come down to 6.2 or 6.3%, and the stock market capitalization has fallen beyond 4 trillion. It used to be
Yes, sir.
5 trillion, and then there is inflation is also increasing, and then there is a shortage of cash also, which has been recently. So what is this happening? I mean, why we are facing all this turbulence in our economy?
So I feel consumption was an aspect which wasn't being targeted as it should have been, because of which even when the government has been investing in the capital infrastructure, the development wasn't as much as it should have. And the recent development where the tax slab has been increased and 12 lakh has become tax-free income for
How
people.
much difference will it make?
So it would bring cash in the hands of the people, and instead of saving more, they would start investing in other.
What was the income tax collections during last year?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall it right now.
Please.
Very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You have done geography.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, with which countries we have land borders?
So there are 7 countries with which we have land
Right,
borders.
good.
Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and Bangladesh.
Right, very good. Okay, you studied in Karnataka
Yes, sir.
and also working in Karnataka, right? So,
No, sir. Currently, I'm back at home in Patna.
okay. So, so did you appreciate some aspects of local culture?
Yes, sir. Definitely. I picked on the local language, and the local cuisine became a part of my staple diet. Along with that, I used to be a part of the Kannada Rajyotsava, which was celebrated on the 1st of November, if I'm not wrong.
So, you can speak Kannada,
A little bit, yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
What is little bit?
A little bit. I can
Count the numbers.
not the number, sir. Nange kanda barte swalpa swalpa. That's one statement in Kannada. Sir.
Right. So, in your preferences, you're given South India pretty low, right?
Yes, sir.
So, how come if you're so appreciative of their culture?
India is a very diverse country, and any part of the country, if I have given the opportunity to be a part and serve there, I would definitely appreciate any of the local cultures, sir.
Yeah, but then Bihar is definitely number 1, right?
Yes, sir. That is there, sir.
And Karnataka is definitely 4th, I think.
Yes, I think but in the order of preference in the southern region, Karnataka is the topmost.
Okay. Tell me about relations between India and Russia. Are there really special relations?
It has been said that Russia is the most time-trusted partner of India, and when other countries turned their back on India, Russia was there for us even during the Bangladesh Liberation War, when India was taking a stand for the Bangladesh's freedom. Russia was there for India's support, and most of our supplies, particularly in the defense sector, were for a very significant time provided to us by Russia. So yes, Russia is having a special bond with India.
So in this Russia-Ukraine war, is there something which caused us discomfort? Russia's approach to the...
To a certain extent, sir, any war in any region of the world will cause discomfort.
That is general.
Yes.
But in Russia-Ukraine context, is there something which troubled us? We didn't support them fully.
Yes, sir. Our Honorable Prime Minister has said this multiple times, that this is not an era of war, and war shouldn't be the prime concern of the world right now. We are coming from the land of Buddha and not from the Yuddha. So,
No, let me be more specific. The annexation of Crimea,
yes, sir.
did we support that? Since we are such good friends, they have been with us. So why don't we support?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't have the information regarding that.
Huh?
I'll have to check more on that, sir.
Yeah, do check.
Sure, sir.
Agniveer scheme. What do you think? Is it something which is really good? What are the good points of Agniveer?
So the good points being, it is a tour of duty scheme. 4 years, people being in the army gets fresh recruits, younger blood flows into the army. So it is definitely an aspect where the people should work upon. Along with that, sir, it gives the opportunity, providing capital to certain people who will clear the 4 years process, and I think 25% of the people will be getting some sort of capital and some sort of employment opportunities in the future. So it definitely creates a market value for them in the future.
Any financial aspect also?
I think it's a pension related aspect, because there is no pension associated with these people who have retired after 4 years.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon,
Good
Vaibhav.
afternoon.
First tell me, you are from Bihar, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So just tell me how Bihar can play a pivotal role in India's locust policy.
Ma'am, the locational aspect, where it is very close situated to the Siliguri corridor. Along with that, ma'am, it has Roti Beti Ka Rishta relations with Nepal. Also, India has that, but Bihar has a very specific cultural significance and association with Nepal. The close connectivity with Chittagong port, the Kolkata port, and if the IMT, the India-Myanmar Thailand trilateral highway passes, then in Bihar via the east-west corridor, which passes through the North Bihar region, provides significant connectivity from the western parts and the northern southern parts of India to the Southeast Asian nations.
Okay. You have mentioned special interest in religious tourism.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So can you tell me the role of social media in promoting religious tourism?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there are both positive and negative impacts of social media at a tourist site. Several of the mandirs which are being promoted by social media content creators, ma'am. They have led to generation of local employment opportunities as well as the tourism-related infrastructure in several other places. However, on the contrary, ma'am, it can be seen that several of the controversies have also happened where places such as Kedarnath, which were earlier very pristine and weren't very disturbed. Today, a lot of reel creators are going there and dancing in front of the main temple, disturbing the environment and causing ruckus.
Okay, you are aware that Bihar has been the birthplace of 3 major world religions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But still, why it is still a Bimaru state?
There could be several reasons behind Bihar being a Bimaru state. The first would be for a very significant time, ma'am, when the LPG reforms took place in India. Bihar was more concerned with the social upliftment of the people and the social justice aspect in its politics compared to the other states where economic development was of the prime concern. The second would be, ma'am, the colonial past where the permanent settlement or the zamindari system led to very disbalance of the land. Ma'am, I'm not getting the exact term, but I think land is not available with the people in a right manner, ma'am. The third would be, ma'am, the casteism factor, where casteization of politics and politicization of caste both exist, and political leaders are more associated with caste-related politics rather than the development aspect of it. However, ma'am, in the recent years, it can be seen that the past 20 years, infrastructure has tremendously improved, and the power and water and other aspects of basic development needs have been provided in the state. So definitely, it will be having a bright future.
Okay, my last question. Can you explain me de-dollarization, what it is?
Ma'am, current economy is largely revolving around dollar. And de-dollarization means that our need for the dollar should be reduced and we must increase our dependency upon other currencies. So the BRICS have brought this term of de-dollarization and have conceptualized that we should bring another international currency into the picture.
Oh, thank you.